Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd do a really quick video and just basically make an announcement that I have all these creations you see here right now up on the workshop now, and I'm going to have links in this video so you can go get them. Basically what it is here is the Scarab UC that I used in recent playthrough videos, as well as the Merc UC, and then the Camp UC. Now I did keep the Camp UC a base. I didn't really make too many more changes to it. Besides just moving around some of the stuff back here so you don't get any problems on the interior. In the videos, you kind of know what these are about. They're super inexpensive creations. This one's a unlock level 3 HV with 6 cargo boxes and a detector, basically. And a spotlight, too. I forgot to mention that in my description. The Merc UC is a SV of similar idea as this one. Basically a get around explorer, very early game. This one unlocks at level 5. It does have a detector, 2 cargo boxes on this one, and of course a spotlight. But both of these have oxygen as well. There is an oxygen tank in them, and they basically, if you put oxygen in there and turn it on, you will have oxygen inside the cockpits. Pretty much the same idea with the Camp UC. This unlocks at player level 3. It's really cheap build here. It does come with 10 cargo boxes, so 160k total storage in it. Inside, it's really stripped down here. It does have basically an input and output box on the floor here. The other boxes are all up top. It is airtight. Does have a ventilator, food processor, fridge, oxygen dispenser, and a small constructor. So yeah, basically you've probably seen it in the videos. It's meant to put into a mining tunnel. Keep in mind, when you do spawn this in somewhere, it will start invoking base attacks because it is a base. That's why I definitely recommend putting this in like a mining tunnel or something like that. Someplace where they can't really hit it, essentially speaking. You could also put it in space. Kind of awkward, but it can be done if you want to go that route. And last, I did get the RE2 version of the Plutus-M2 Module out to the workshop as well. So this one, I modified the drill setup to 8 drills so it's compliant with RE2 specs. I did fix up some issues I had on the previous version. There's some missing blocks over here. I made some slight changes on the interior. I did add an armor locker to the build. It does have basically 2 capacitors and 1 charger for extra shield parts. It is a Core 8, so it was actually reduced from a Core 9 to a Core 8. Another change I made is I stopped messing around with the warp drive. I just put in the 60 light year warp drive now instead of the 30 light year that the original version had. Downstairs, you have another location here to add an advanced core. To bring it to Core 9 specs, basically. I didn't remove a superior core because it was problems with CPU. So I went for an advanced core. Also, it does have less small constructors than it used to have. It still has 2 over here. You've got this whole wall slot open if you want to put in more. That's fine. CPU came out to be this here, so it doesn't have really enough to add another small constructor to it, how it sits. Now, what I didn't do, and what I would probably recommend doing, this has quite a lot of storage on this build, so it can weigh down a fair amount if you're out. You could fill up, I think, geez, how many bays did I have on this thing? I guess it didn't have that many. I only had 4 bays. But anyway, if you do run into any performance problems when you get it all filled up and weighed down or anything like that, what I would probably recommend, and I didn't want to do it stock because of the parts that you might need to acquire for that, is you might, if you add an advanced constructor, or I'm sorry, not a constructor, an advanced CPU core, you may want to take that extra CPU that you get, which is about 100,000, and you could upgrade some of the thrusters on here to the plasma variants in certain directions or something like that. Say, yeah, maybe some over here or something like that. It all depends. If you feel you need to do that, that's a good place to put the CPU, or of course, I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I thought about turning some of these thrusters into the plasma variants right off the gates and keep it a Core 9, but I was like, I don't know if I want the extra cost in there. I'm not 100% sure if it's required. However, I think if you completely, if you fill this up pretty good with a lot of heavy stuff, it will slow down. The specs on it, motion-wise and things like that, are lower than what they originally were. They're not bad. They're just lower than what they originally were, due to the change between like vanilla and Reforged and 2 thruster speeds. To get similar type of speed, you need to upgrade at least some of them to the plasma variants. So other than that, that is pretty much the whole setup here. I just wanted to do this video and get the links out for these creations so you can all grab them. I'm undecided if I want to start a collection on these ultra cheap things. I don't really have very many right now. If I start building more, I will seriously consider that. I didn't add them to any other collection right now. They're kind of a standalone thing. But, you know, honestly, I will add all of these to the military survival series. Again, these are unlisted creations on the workshop, so they're not just going to pop up unless you catch a link to them. Other than that, that's all I've got for today. I don't really have time to play the game today. I took a little bit to get this going, and I got more things I got to take care of in real life. So probably tomorrow, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try to do another playthrough video, continue on where I left off on the Anvil Reforged and 2 server. Other than that, you all have yourself a great night. I'll talk to you later.